Welcome to Get Fit with Tam and Des. Today we will be doing a full body workout with resistance bands. You can pick these bands up at any store. They're pretty cheap. Don't need a lot of space for storage, and you can bring them traveling with you. So we'll be doing some squats to start with. Let's take one of our bands. So we have two different sizes here, a lighter one and a heavier one. The heavier ones are a little bit thicker. And if you can always double them up too, if you need to. So we'll start with a squat, feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, abs tight. You want to push your body weight through your heels and sit back as if you were sitting on a chair. So all the way back, nice and low. And then as we stand up, we're going to bring our leg out to the side with a little lift. Stand it together, squat, lift, and out to the other side. So nice and low, lift out to the side. Exhale as you lift, keep your abs tight. And we'll do 10 on each side. So keep going. Pause at the bottom for half of a second. Yeah, you got it. A couple more. Two more. And shake it out. Nice job. All right, how did that feel? It's good. Next one, we're gonna take the band in between the arches of our feet, standing nice and tall, abs tight. We're gonna bring that down into a squat. So push through the heels, keep your chest up, and then we're just gonna step over to the right side. So 4 steps to the right, and then 4 steps back. The lower you take your body, the harder that's going to be. Make sure you push through your heels, sit back into your hips. And I would set a timer for this for about 30 to 40 seconds. Keep going. You can speed it up if you need to. You can slow it down. Play around with that tempo. And then take it all the way back and shake it out. All right, 2 of the 4 exercises I will be showing you. So this next one, we're gonna take it to some side kicks and some back kicks. So we'll take the band and we'll cross our body. So hang on to that band across the frame of your body, abs tight. Take all of your body weight and place it on that supporting leg. So the leg that doesn't have the band looped around it. And we're just gonna take that leg out to the side and center. Out to the side and center. If you'd like to make that a little bit harder, you can come down into a half squat, lift, and then back to the center. Exhale as you lift. Do about 10 to 12 there. Then we're gonna take that same leg and kick it behind. Little kickbacks. Balance on that standing leg, abs tight, push down through your heels. And 10 to 12 on that side. And then shake it out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So cross that over. Use 1 band, 2 bands, heavy band, light band, abs tight, and then out to the side. You got it. 10 to 12, and then we'll take that behind. Lift from the hip, squeeze the glute, and exhale as you lift. Looks good. All right, and then this next exercise, cruising along here. We're gonna take the band and we'll loop these 2 ends of the band around your heels as you lay down. We'll take this to a hip thrust. So loop that around your heel, other heel, and then we'll take the band and just cross the band across your hips. Take your feet hip distance apart. Yeah, you got it. Push down through your shoulder blades. Keep your head and shoulders down on the floor. Push through your heels. Exhale as you lift and bring your hips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes together at the top. You got it. Do 10 to 12. And then take a break after you've done 10 to 12. Do a couple more. 2 more. Last one, looks good. And shake it out. All right, so take a little bit of a break, shake it out. We're gonna run through those 4 exercises 3 or 4 times, depending on how much time you have. We'll start from the hip thrusts. So we'll do those back to back. Hip thrusts. Make sure you pause at the top, really squeeze the glutes together. Make that mind-muscle connection. Think about what muscle group you're working. And we'll do 12 more. Looks good. Eight, 7, 8. Now you can do reps or time. Sometimes I will set a timer for 30 to 40 seconds and I'll go through this in time, and sometimes I'll count them in reps, just depending on what I feel that day. Either way is fine. A couple more. And shake it out. Looks good. Now we'll come back up and loop the band around the arches of one of your feet. We'll take that band in the opposite hand, abs tight. You can sink back into a little half squat if you like. Push your weight through your heels, pop your glutes, and we'll take that leg out to the side, lift and back down. Lift and back down. So lift from the hips. Same thing, you can go for time or reps. Keep going. Let's find that balance, core stability. 6 more. Here's 3. Last 2. And 1. So hold there. Let's take that same leg. Pull up on that band a little bit tighter if you can. Abs tight. Point the toe and lift. Squeeze the glute. Focus on that hamstring. Exhale as you lift. Keep your abs tight. Six more. Here's 3, 2, and other side. All right, so this time, that looked a little easy for you. Let's double that up. Add this yellow one. There we go. So we'll take our band in the opposite hand, abs tight. You can point that toe if you like. Let's change the angle of that. You can sit it back. Lots of different options there. Try it a few different ways. Looks good. Keep going. 6 more. Up to my hand. 4. Kick it. 3. There you go. Nice and high. Last one. And take it behind. So pull up on that band a little bit heavier. Abs tight. Find your balance. And squeeze as you lift. Six, 5, 4, last 2, and the last one. Shake it out. All right. Next time, wanna add some more? We'll take the band in between the arches of our feet. Abs tight, we'll come back into that half squat, pull up on the band as we bring that to the side. 4 steps to the right, 4 steps to the left. And set a timer, 30 to 40 seconds. If you'd like to make that harder, drop it a little bit lower. Looks good. And last one. Shake it out. All right, so one more. We'll take this and do a squat. Abs tight, feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, drop it nice and low. And then as you lift, let's kick that leg out to the side. Squat, kick the leg out to the side, kick the leg out to the side. So play around with that. When you kick the leg out to the side, think about taking your heel and pushing your heel out to the side. Try that a few times, and then change the focus. Point your toe out to the side. So squat and point, squat, point. You'll find it hits you a little bit more in the quads when you point your toe. 2 more. Last one, shake it out. Have a rest, grab some water, and we'll see you after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you got fully hydrated because we're switching gears and moving to the upper body now. We got 3 exercises for you using the band. So again, pick your poison with this one. You can go lighter, you can go heavier, whatever feels good. And we're gonna start with what's called a bent over row. So you wanna step on both ends of that band, kind of folded in half there, and then hinge your hips forward and make sure you're keeping that back flat, and you're just gonna pull that band right up into your stomach. So just pulling it up and squeeze and pause at the top. So just perfectly like Tam's doing, you wanna keep your chest pushed out a little bit, keep that back as flat as you can, so we wanna avoid that hunch forward, and then just pull those elbows back. We're gonna do 10 to 12 reps. I think we're almost there, so let's do 2 more. Pull all the way up, squeeze, and back down. Perfect. Now, let's hit the arms a little bit. So, triceps. What you're gonna do, you're gonna take your feet in a split stance, so 1 foot in front of the other, and you're gonna step on that band with that back foot. And this takes a little bit of shoulder mobility, but you're gonna grab that band behind your head with both hands, and then you're gonna press it all the way up. So extend your arms right up to the ceiling, and then bend those elbows back down. And same thing, 10 to 12 reps. So 5 more. You want to keep those abs tight, so pull your belly button right into your back. Last 2, press and release. Perfect. And then the third one, we're gonna keep it under 1 foot. You could step on it with both, but I would suggest it. It's a little bit tough. This is tough enough. And we're gonna do an overhead shoulder press. So you're gonna grab that band with one of your hands, start right up here at shoulder height, and then just extend that arm up. So bring it all the way down and press it up, almost like you're doing an air punch. So you wanna press that band up, and we'll do 8 on this arm. So 2 more, and then swap sides. So just a single arm press, slow and controlled, press that band all the way up. And you can let that other arm hang by your side. You can put it on your hip. You can hold it out to the side, whatever works for you. So 8 in total. Keep those abs tight. Last 2. Last 1, and up. Whew, good job. We're gonna run through that one more time. So we're gonna start back up at that bent over row. So right off the bat, before you even move, you wanna get that hip hinge forward and think about keeping your back as straight as possible. So you see she's not hunching forward, she's perfectly straight, little bit of a head raise there. And then think about squeezing your shoulder blades together at the top. So pulling those elbows back towards your hips. So instead of coming right up like this, you're pulling back. All right, let's do 2 more. Let's just pause at the top, see how long you can hold it. And release. Perfect. That one's a little bit of a burner. If you try and hold, if you guys ever want to improve your mind-muscle connection, play around with those pauses. It is great for that. So now we're gonna go to that tricep pushover. So she's gonna link it behind her back foot, grab it with both her hands, press up over top. And what she really wants to focus on is keeping her elbows forward. So we don't want to flare it out. When I work with people, I call it the chicken wing. So you don't want to let your arms flare out to the side. You want to keep those elbows pointed as far forward as you can. You might have a little bit of limitation depending on your back muscles, but try and keep those elbows forward and then just extend all the way up. Drop it down, up. Good. Let's do 3 more. Remember to breathe. Pull that tummy tight. Last one, and drop it down. And we're back to that 3rd and final exercise, that 1-arm overhead press. So link it under whichever foot you're gonna press with, and just press all the way up overhead and control that motion as you press it up. 8 on each side. Same thing, you want to keep that core tight. Pull your tummy in, bend your knees just a little bit, making sure we're not locking them out. Last 2. All the way up and down. Good. Last 1. So let's switch to that other side. Back to that 8. So press it all the way up. Try and get that full extension. Good. And you don't want to be kind of like pushing with your whole side. You want to stay really sturdy like Tam is, and it's all just in your arm. So don't lean with the band, all in that pressing motion. Good. Last 2. And shake it out. You can stretch it a little bit. You can stretch out your arms a little bit if that's starting to come in a little hot. Just take one arm across the body, stretch out that tricep. You can do the same thing on the other arm. Take it across your body. And let's link those hands together and push it out in front. So just hunch your shoulders a little bit forward. And then let's take it behind the back. Same thing, link those hands together. Pop your chest out. Pull your shoulders back. And then last one, we're gonna take one arm, reach it all the way up, and then try and reach it down your back. And then with that other arm, you're just gonna press down on your elbow. So just a little bit of pressure till you feel that stretch through your tricep. You want to hold that stretch for 10 to 20 seconds and then swap sides. So reach that other arm down and back, push it down. Perfect. So that is a very simple and quick little band workout that you can do pretty much anywhere. You can do it in the comfort of your own home, you could do it in a park, or you could even do it on the beach while you're traveling. Super easy, super simple. Thanks for tuning in to Get Fit with Tam and Des. We'll see you guys next time.